Hello ladies! Today I'm going to teach you how to do this guy. I call it a barrel roll. Some people call it a victory roll. Hey, you could even call it a Swiss roll. Call it whatever you want. I'm going to teach you how to do it! First is to curl the bangs. Why curl the bangs, you ask, when it's all going to be just pinned up on your head? Well, why not let the curling iron do all the work for you instead of having to try and get an even barrel roll with your straight hair? So you could just separate your bangs, if you have medium bangs like mine, and only curl these. But if you want a bigger barrel roll, let's go behind the bangs and get some extra hair so we get some extra volume. If you have short bangs, it's totally doable to do this. It's going to take a little more work and a little more finagling of the hair, but it is doable. I'm just going to go back about an inch or two and make a semicircle to about the end of my eyebrow. And that's what we have now. If it's not a perfect shape, it doesn't matter because it's all going to be rolled up anyways. We're going to take the rest of the hair, big ponytail holder, just get it out of the way. Now you could take the time to make a very even line in your hairline, but for me, I don't really even notice when that happens. People are going to be staring at the roll, so I don't waste the time. So we're going to section off this hair and we're going to curl it and set it. I like to put a layer of hairspray before, it just helps it hold a little bit better. Now here's a tip, since there's such extreme differences between the hair I pulled and my bang, I'm going to try to keep them separate as I curl them. They're all going to get brushed together in the end anyways, and it just saves me a little bit of hassle from having to try and curl the little wonky ends that are going to come out from the extreme hair length differences. So I'm going to take the very long hair, split it in two, take my curling iron, curl. Now I'll take the other long section and curl it. Now do the short part. With this hairstyle, it's extra important that you curl and tuck the ends. When you're rolling the barrel roll, it's just going to make it that much easier for it all to come together. If they're straight, they're going to spike out and you have that much more to tuck in. Now let the pin curls cool. It's not like when they're hanging down and you have to wait as long as possible so that they stay throughout the day. We're going to be pinning them up, so 10-15 minutes should suffice. Now that it's cool, we're going to take the pins out and start teasing. We're going to tease this way instead of this way like usual so that we get the right shape. Now for this, I spray the instant freeze before I start teasing, and then the big sexy hair after. I like the way this brushes out in the end, but I like the way this holds for tease. Now that it's all dry, I'm going to take my paddle brush, and I'm going to smooth out the outsides while combining all the curls. Don't go too deep with brushing it, or you'll just brush out the teeth. Now at this point, I like to take my wax, just put a little on my finger, rub it together and warm it up. I go through curls on the ends, and then as I shape it, it will be much less frizzy. Now I'm gonna take about here where my short bangs stop. Start rolling. And just keep rolling towards your head. And then start placing the top where you think it looks nice. Sometimes you gotta pull it out just a little bit. And then just take a regular hairpin and anchor down the bottom to the rest of your hair. Just start out with one to make sure you have the shape you want first. Some people like to have the whole see-through, some people don't. Just work with it to the point where you prefer. I'm of the have a very tiny hole in the center sometimes show. My hair is obviously black, and it's hard for people to see that it's a barrel roll sometimes instead of just a bump, so I feel like it makes the little suggestion to look a little harder. Now once you've got a shape that you like, take your hairpins and put 2, 3, whatever it takes to keep your hair from moving all day, and just hide them as best as you can. I like to go to the back of the barrel, stick my finger in, and push down so this little area of skin is being covered. Just put a hairpin where your finger's pushing down. Take the big sexy hair, spray it. Smooth out any flyaways you're not liking. Obviously, you can make it bigger, smaller, depending on your teeth and where you want to push and pull and pin, and this is just the way I've done it today. Sometimes I do it bigger, sometimes I do it smaller, sometimes I make a really big hole in the middle, sometimes I make it so there's no hole in the middle. It really depends on your preference for the day or year or whatever. So there is the finished barrel. So now we have several options of what we can do with the rest of our hair.